It's that time. Welcome to Roadmap, how to take 3 listings a week until you're ready for more. Each week we interview a great agent who's consistently taking several listings each month, and we have 2 exciting guests today. We encourage you to take notes and apply as much of their knowledge as quickly as you can, and then use the copycat principle. Before I introduce our guest today, I want to remind everyone that we're also simulcasting the show on the private lead gen group on Facebook. They have 52,000 members, so we have a large audience there today as well. And we'll pause for a commercial message during the show as a thank you to the folks at Lead Gen on Facebook. Let's welcome our guests today. We have Wahl and Sue Miller, better known as the Two Sues, right here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Welcome back. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you,
Glad
Ray.
you can
Thank
be
you.
here.
Thank you.
And looking forward to hearing some great ideas. There are people watching out here. You guys every week you take a few listings. And there are people out here that sometimes they take a listing in that month, or sometimes they take none, sometimes they take 2. How do they get to that next level? What can they do? If you guys can share some ideas and talk to those people that want to get to where they can take 8, 10, 12 listings a month and really have some fun. What's the goal for this year?
140 transactions.
140. Okay, well, that's a great number.
Yeah.
Is that and are you tracking close?
We're a little behind, but we're going to catch up.
And we will make our goal.
Good, as you almost always do. Yeah.
We will make it.
Good. Perfect. So, one of the things I have such a respect for, because how long have you been doing this?
26 years.
In June.
26 years. That's
June.
great.
Yes.
And you have a big database because you've been doing it that long. How big is your database?
It's about 2,500 people.
2,500 people, which is great. And unlike a lot of people, one of the reasons it's so big is you call the people you don't know every day. Expired for sale by owners, call around a listing or a sale, other activities, and then you call the people you know, your database.
Yes, we do. 30 people a day. We
And
talk.
so many people out there neglect one of the other categories. But you got to figure it out. I always neglected my database. I called expireds and FSBOs. And you guys have done both.
We do both.
You just shift through all the gears.
Mm-hmm.
We do.
Good. What's a morning like for you guys typically?
Well, lately it's been a lot of Zoom meetings, but in the morning, after we have these little meetings on Zoom, we get on the phones and start calling our database or expireds and take a little break for lunch.
Good. And Greater Cincinnati's got like 2 million people, but you generally, you guys cluster to one part of town, which is very efficient. Although you'll see a listing way up here and one over here and one over here, I guess because of all your big database now.
We have no boundaries. We'll cross over 75 and take a listing.
Yeah, and there's an area of town where if you don't see a Two Sues sign, it's kind of unusual.
Yeah,
So there's some efficiency there, isn't there?
It's great to have listings close to home, but we've found through the years that having listings, it's really helped us grow.
Yeah.
To learn different parts of the city,
Okay.
and it's been great.
Well, let's talk about that because generally speaking, people are afraid of an area of town they don't know. They're like, but it's carpet and paint, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, yard. It's not much different.
No, it's
Sticks and bricks.
Is it just all in our head?
I think so.
It's all mindset.
It's all mindset. You can look in there and it's a neighborhood. And the neighborhood has a name, and the houses have yards and dogs and cats.
Right.
So it's really up here, isn't it?
Yeah, and the clients have all the same agenda.
Okay.
They have to sell their homes.
And we have access to all the data.
Okay. So it's just a confidence issue,
It is.
I think so.
and this does the trick.
Mm-hmm.
Good, fantastic. So what do you say to your past clients when you call them? Because how often do you call? 2,500. You probably have them grouped, or you call them all equally.
We have them grouped.
Yes, we do.
Like ABC, like hot or proven people that give you referrals.
Right.
We have a top 10%
Gotcha.
that we touch a little more often.
Good. And they get a little more attention and stuff like. What do you say to that group? When you're reaching out, what's a typical thing? I mean, you just go, "Hi, who do you know?" Or do you have something? How do you do that? Because there are people out here that are like, "Well, I hate to call and beg. I don't want to look like I'm begging for business." I don't know what that hang up is, but what do you say to a past client when you call them so they're glad you called and you're glad you called them?
Well, we try to stick to a script, and we do ask questions about them, especially in this kind of unusual time.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get on to the business at hand and let everyone know about the real estate market. We give them stats in their area.
Okay, so you're coming in bringing information to them.
Yes,
Okay.
we do.
All right, so you're giving them an update on what's going on in their neck of the woods.
Right. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody always wants to know that.
Right. Okay. So that makes that really solves it. So you're providing a service here when you call. You're coming in some sort of contribution, and I want to update you on what's going on, kind of a thing. Is that what
Right.
that looks like?
Yes.
So that makes it a pretty fun call.
It does. And I always start the call with, "Hi, this is Sue Wahl, your favorite realtor." And they like that. People like that.
And I bought a couple of investment houses from her. She does that to me too. In fact, you sold some of our family, haven't you? Like
I have.
my niece. And,
Yes, I have.
Yes. So
I have.
they sell. Be careful. They will sell a house for you. They're good.
We'll try.
They're good. They're good. They're good.
My goal is to be your favorite realtor.
Good. And that is a good opener.
Mm-hmm.
Good, because people will be like, I'm your realtor for life. That sounds like a prison sentence or something. Yours is a lot more pleasant. So, good. What else should people be thinking about? We're well into spring. It's an odd spring. I think our spring market's going to go on through the summer when people normally take a little vacation. Maybe they will, maybe they won't.
Yes.
They'll just drive. They'll go drive Route 66 or something.
Well, don't you think that there are going to be a lot of families that are going to call and say, "Hey, Sue, we don't want an open floor plan anymore. Can you?
And bigger. Maybe they want a larger.
Absolutely. They've run out of space. They
Are
realize.
you hearing that now that they're like ready for something?
Yes, or they're ready to downsize. It's like, we realize now this is just too much for us to take care of. And
I would think they would go upsize because you get
Well,
tired
we
of
get both
vacationing in the
sides,
dining
yeah.
room.
Right.
Or working from home.
Yes,
if you've
they
got
need
two
more
people working
offices.
from home and kids with schoolwork, seriously, an open floor plan probably is not good. You don't have any defensive space to do your work or for your kids to do their work, their schoolwork.
That's wild. So the need for offices at home may be permanently
I think
changing.
so.
I think so.
Work from home. Do you think that? I mean, are you getting a sense this is a new norm?
I think so.
Are you doing any virtual appointments?
We've done a couple,
Okay.
but because we're in Ohio, we're so lucky.
Yeah.
We're essential.
Mhm.
So, we only go after we've pre-qualified. We make sure that, they're ready to list, and then we'll go.
What's your batting average? You go on 10. How many do you take?
8.5.
8.5. 85%.
Yeah.
So 7 or 8% of the time they don't want you, and 7 or 8% of the time you don't want them.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Or they're going to wait.
Okay.
They're going to wait.
Okay.
We'll get them later.
Gotcha. Well, that's 85%. That's pretty good.
Mhm.
So what's a typical month? How many do you take?
Well, I think January we took 12, but
Mm-hmm.
we've been taking 5, 6 the last couple
Okay, so
of
it's a
months.
little lower right now.
But the inventory in
Right.
Cincinnati is really low.
Mm-hmm. So you don't keep them long.
No, no, that's the problem. They're gone. You
Okay.
don't. Yeah, they're
Right.
gone. Well, it's not a problem. It's good. It's a good problem. But
Yeah,
they're gone.
The servicing time is not
No.
it's not an issue. So So anything else you think we're going to keep as far as the changes, as far as the patterns of things going on, as far as technology, or do you think more real estate agent? Are you guys working from home right now?
We are.
For the most part.
For the most part.
We're
do you
still
think
able
you'll
to go out.
continue some of that, or will you just go back to what you were doing?
I think we'll go back to our office. We like having our assistants right there.
Gotcha.
We found that it's not quite as efficient, maybe with everybody being not in a central location.
Okay.
So we like that a
Okay.
lot.
Good. Gotcha. Okay. So it's a fabulous life. So every day since you started, you prospect.
Mm-hmm.
You call
We sure
people.
do.
You call people you don't know, and every once in a while they bark at you, and you're like, you don't think twice. But you built up such a fabulous business,
We've got a lot of great clients. We've been.
right? And you make it look like so much fun.
It is fun. It's a lot of fun.
What else can you take that person that only wants to, that maybe they're concerned about rejection or calling strangers or calling around a listing or a sale, that would rather just go onto social media only and market themselves, which, nothing wrong with throwing a little bit of that out there, but that the core of your business is that's not where the core of your business comes from, is it? It's moving your lips, right?
It's
It
moving
is.
our lips.
Talking to people.
So how many
every
conversations
day.
do you have every day?
Well, our goal is 30 contacts per day, but then, we've got all the agents that we talk to and all the,
Okay, because
Other
that makes
people.
stuff happen, yeah.
oh,
Mhm.
yeah,
So
a lot of network.
So 30 conversations a day is the goal,
Yes, each
Okay.
of us.
each of you. So that's 60 conversations.
Mm-hmm.
And for a lot of people on here, they're lucky to do that in a week.
Mhm.
So did you have to build up to that? Like at the gym, you start out with the 5-pound weights and you go to the 10, you go to the 15? Or did you just both start talking to 30 people a day?
Well, we break it down we have an analyzer that we work with.
So you track your numbers.
Oh, yes. So we know what our goals are, how many calls it's going to take us to achieve those goals.
Okay. Yeah, because you seem like you know your numbers really well.
Mhm.
And there are a lot of people that don't.
Mhm.
They don't track it. They don't know where the business comes from. So do you track where your business is coming from?
Oh, absolutely.
So you know where it's coming from, so you know where to put a percentage of your efforts.
Right.
Mhm.
And then when we get referrals, we call and thank the person who gave us the referral, and that leads to more and more business because they feel so good that they were able to help.
Right.
Yeah. And I got to test the quality of the customer service as one of their customers, having been a customer a couple times. It's really good.
We've got great assistants.
And we have great systems that
Yeah.
it all gets put in
So you have
a.
good structure.
Yes.
You delegate well.
Mhm.
You hire well.
We have two wonderful assistants. Yes.
Perfect. What else should we be telling them? What else do they need to know?
Well, it's good to have a database system. We use Top Producer,
Okay.
and we can type in notes and even put in a calendar like when our next call should be to that client. So it's all
Okay.
mapped out for us.
Perfect. All right. So very systematic, very structured business, very predictable, duplicatable income every year.
Right.
And the core is, even though you do some social media and everything like everybody else does and puts the word out, that's sort of like just gravy. It's those 30 conversations a day, 30,
Right.
30,
Right.
that's making this happen. If you went down to 5 a day, how many would you sell in a year? Because there are people making 5 contacts a day. What would your
Wow.
number drop down to?
We'd probably would be really hungry. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it would be a
We'd be-
fraction.
Oh,
A
I
fraction.
can't imagine.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. Although I have to say, being in the business, the more people you call, and then magically somebody calls you.
Does it feel like work?
No.
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 So this is really just kind of fun. You get to talk to people all day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
And like I
Right.
say, the more people you call, and maybe you don't get an appointment.
So you don't
And
have to
then-
work a day in your life.
No. And then somebody calls you. It's karma. They call you.
That is how that works. Isn't
It is. I mean,
'Cause
it's
you're
like,
putting it out there. You
wow.
are.
Yeah.
You are. You
Yeah.
are.
And we really care about our clients. We really do. You know, when something's going on in their lives, we try to, you know, connect with them a little more often and that kind of thing.
Good.
And I think people really appreciate that, and then they want to have their friends have the same experience.
So it's a great contribution. This level of service has been consistent over the years. I can attest to that.
And we've done a lot of generational things. I mean,
Right.
you know.
And a lot of people call us for resources. You know, we do
Painters, plumbers,
videos.
plasterers.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. We send out videos to our clients, and then the next thing we know, somebody's calling us and wanting a plumber for something or a landscaper. Yep.
Perfect. And you wouldn't have good names.
And then, when we have those good names, I mean, that's another point of contact. When you talk to that electrician that did work for you that you referred, who do you know, Mr. Electrician, that's getting ready to move?
So those vendors send you a lot of business.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So that's a good handoff.
Yes.
It is. Yeah.
That's
So you have to remember to ask them, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're just writing the invoice.
Yeah. They forget. Yeah. So
Yeah,
you have to remind them, who do you
Remind
know?
them. Right.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
put them on your database.
Call
And call them.
Invite them to Ducatis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, invite them to your husband's band whenever that can be again. Who
Yeah,
knows?
there you go. Well, good. This is always a real treat to have the two Sues. If you're moving to Greater Cincinnati, you do Northern Kentucky.
We have connections in Northern Kentucky.
If you're moving to the
Don't
Greater
hesitate to
Cincinnati,
call.
Northern Kentucky area, and you're looking for a great agent, or maybe you live here, maybe you just need to move here. It's a happy place. What's the best number? What's the best way?
We're Two Sues, TWOSUES, Two Sues at comey.com.
Perfect. Good deal. Reach out to them, and they'll fix you right up. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
We'll see everybody next week when we have another exciting guest. Thanks, everybody. See you next week.